Have you ever wondered how the political landscape of Pakistan was shaped? How did it start? It all began with the partition and independence in the year 1947. A nation, carved out from the Indian subcontinent, was born. This was the birth of Pakistan, a country envisioned as a sanctuary for the Muslims of the subcontinent. The man behind this monumental task was none other than Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. Jinnah, a man of great vision and resilience, aimed to create a nation that was not just a homeland for Muslims, but also a country that upheld democratic principles and human rights. He envisioned a Pakistan where every citizen, regardless of their religion, race or creed, would have equal rights and opportunities. Following the inception, the early years of Pakistan were marked by political instability and economic challenges. The nation, freshly birthed in the turbulent year of 1947, was grappling with defining its identity and constitution. Amidst the chaos, leaders emerged who began to shape the political landscape of this newborn country. The constitution's formation was a significant milestone, yet it was fraught with debates and disagreements. The country saw 7 prime ministers in just 11 years, a testament to the political volatility. From Liaquat Ali Khan, the first prime minister, to Feroz Khan Noon, each leader faced unique challenges. The political parties, too, were finding their footing. The formation of the Pakistan Muslim League in 1947 and the Awami League in 1948 played pivotal roles in shaping the political scene. Despite the instability, these early years were crucial in establishing the foundations of Pakistan's democratic structure. This era set the stage for what was to come. As the 60s dawned, the political scene in Pakistan took a dramatic turn. A wave of military influence swept over the nation, propelling it into an era of military rule that would last for nearly 2 decades. The first military dictator to seize control was General Ayub Khan. In October 1958, he overthrew Iskander Mirza, the then president of Pakistan, in a bloodless coup. Ayub Khan didn't just rule, he changed the face of Pakistan's politics, replacing the parliamentary system with a presidential one. He introduced the Basic Democracies Order, a new form of local government that was meant to foster political participation at the grassroots level. However, his rule was also marked by allegations of corruption and economic inequities. Then, in 1969, another military man, General Yahya Khan, took the reins. His tenure, though short, was fraught with challenges. The most significant of these was the 1971 crisis, which resulted in the secession of East Pakistan and the birth of a new nation, Bangladesh. Yahya Khan's inability to manage the political turmoil and the subsequent war with India led to his downfall. These 2 eras of military rule, though different in their approach and outcome, share common threads. Both were marked by a centralization of power, suppression of political dissent, and a focus on economic development. However, they also brought about significant social and political changes, some of which are still felt today. The end of Yahya Khan's rule marked the end of an era, but not the end of military influence in Pakistan's politics. The echoes of this era can still be heard in the corridors of power, reminding us of a time when generals ruled, not politicians. This era, marked by military rule, left an indelible mark on the country's political landscape. It is a testament to the enduring influence of the military in Pakistan's politics, an influence that continues to shape the nation's destiny even today. In the wake of military rule, a new leadership emerged. The era of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and Zia-ul Haq began, casting long shadows over Pakistan's political landscape. Bhutto, the charismatic and fiery leader, came to power in 1971, leading the Pakistan People's Party, which he had founded just 3 years prior. His rule, though brief, was marked by significant developments, including the drafting of Pakistan's 3rd constitution and the initiation of nuclear program. Bhutto's populist and socialist policies resonated with the masses, but his tenure was also marred by political unrest and allegations of rigged elections. In the mid-70s, General Zia-ul Haq seized power in a coup, marking the start of the 2nd longest military rule in Pakistan's history, a period that would last until 1988. Zia's era was characterized by the Islamization of Pakistan's laws and the suppression of political dissent. His policies were controversial, sparking debates that continue to this day. He introduced the controversial Hudud ordinances and enforced strict media censorship. Despite the authoritarianism, Zia's rule also saw the growth of Pakistan's economy, bolstered by remittances from the Middle East and aid from Western allies. the era of Bhutto and Zia marked a crucial juncture in Pakistan's political journey, shaping the nation's trajectory in profound ways. The pendulum of power swung dramatically during this period, from Bhutto's populist civilian rule to Zia's strict military regime. This era, marked by the rise and fall of two influential figures, highlighted the constant tug-of-war between military and civilian rule in Pakistan. It illustrated the complexities and contradictions inherent in Pakistan's political landscape, where power is often contested and rarely absolute. It was a time of change, of struggle, and of transformation. This era saw a shift in power dynamics, with the pendulum swinging between military and civilian rule. It was a period that left an indelible mark on Pakistan's political history, setting the stage for the challenges and triumphs that were yet to come. As the 21st century dawned, Pakistan witnessed a resurgence of democracy. It was a period of transition, marked by the end of former President Pervez Musharraf's rule in 2008. For nearly a decade, Musharraf, a military general, had held the reins, but his time in power was not without controversy, including the suspension of the constitution and the declaration of a state of emergency. However, with his resignation, the country saw a return to civilian rule. This phase was marked by the leadership of two of Pakistan's most prominent political families, the Bhuttos and the Sharifs. Benazir Bhutto, the first woman to lead a Muslim-majority nation, had already served two non-consecutive terms as prime minister in the late 80s and 90s. But it was her husband, Asif Ali Zardari, who would take the helm after her tragic assassination in 2007. Zardari's tenure as president, from 2008 to 2013, was an era of political instability and economic challenges. Following Zardari, the baton passed to Mamnoon Hussain, a member of the Pakistan Muslim League, led by Nawaz Sharif. Sharif, a three-time prime minister, and his party played a significant role in shaping Pakistan's political landscape during this period. Yet corruption charges and legal battles were a constant thorn in their side. Then came 2018, a year that marked a turning point in Pakistan's political history, with the rise of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, a party led by former cricketing hero, Imran Khan. Khan's ascent to power signaled a shift from the traditional power centers. His leadership focused on tackling corruption, improving health and education, and striving for a self-reliant Pakistan. Yet, his tenure was marred by economic difficulties and political opposition, leading to his exit in 2022. Fast forward to the present day, 2024, and we find ourselves in the era of President Shehbaz Sharif, brother of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. His presidency represents a return of the Sharif family to the center of Pakistan's political stage. It's too early to predict what his tenure will bring, but it's a continuation of the political saga that has been unfolding since the dawn of this century. Throughout this period, several political parties have emerged and dissolved, each playing their part in shaping the country's political landscape. From the Pakistan People's Party and the Pakistan Muslim League, to the rising star of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, these parties have been at the heart of the country's political discourse. Interestingly, no single president has managed to complete a full 5-year tenure, a testament to the volatile and dynamic nature of Pakistan's political scene. Whether it be due to political instability, military intervention, or legal battles, the highest office in the country has seen frequent changes. This era has seen the rise and fall of various leaders, each leaving their own mark on the country's political journey. From military rule to civilian leadership, from established political families to emerging new forces, the political history of Pakistan is a riveting tale of resilience, struggle, and change. From its inception in 1947, Pakistan's political journey has been a roller coaster ride, to say the least. From the birth of a nation, through the early years of forming an identity, to the era of military rule, the pendulum of power has swung back and forth. Key leaders like Ayub Khan, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Benazir Bhutto, Nawaz Sharif, and Imran Khan have all left their distinct marks on the political landscape. The crisis of 1971, the return to democracy in 2008, and the ever-present challenge of leadership tenures not completing a full 5-year term, have all shaped the course of this journey. The most recent chapter, under Shehbaz Sharif in 2024, continues this narrative. This journey, while marred by trials and tribulations, is a testament to the resilience of the nation. What do you think of Pakistan's political journey? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.